Okay, so part three. So I'm going to give you guys some scriptures that discuss this very issue. The first is from Luke chapter 11, verse 25 and 26. And the second one is from Psalm 34. And we're going to quickly just go over both of them. Okay, so Luke chapter 11, 25 and 26. It says, let's come down here. Actually, let's come down to 24. And it says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. He saith, I will return unto my house whence I came out. And when he cometh, he findeth it swept and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lift up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. Okay, so basically this is the scripture that's talking about how when a spirit leaves a person, that if you're not careful, that spirit will come back and he will bring 7 of his friends and make your state more wicked than it was before. So it's important that you practice righteousness, because the enemy is always lurking about, waiting for you, trying to get you to slip up so that they can get back in. And when they get back in, they're going to try to stay back in. And this goes for a spirit of depression, a spirit of, alcoholism or drug abuse, lust, any spirit or stronghold that you're wrestling with, that it just seems like it's this never-ending cycle, and no matter what you do or what medication you take or how you try to treat it, and it just never ends, it never goes away. These are great indications of things that you can possibly be delivered from. But unfortunately, most people never look to see if they can be delivered by God first. They always wait until they've tried everything themselves and they're completely desperate. And, desperation is how God in our weakness, God is made strong. So a lot of times that's the only time we're really willing to listen to him, is when we're desperate. Okay? So then the next scripture I want to read, this is coming from Psalm. And we're at 34 and 17. And it says, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of their troubles. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and deliver them out of their troubles. He does not want you to suffer with all of these different troubles, but you have to be listening to his word. You have to be taking him seriously. None of us are perfect, but we have to be trying to live a life that he would consider us righteous. Someone who is taking him at his word, who is not mocking him, who is not pretending that he's not going to do the things that he says he's going to do. The things that I think that get people into trouble is just not taking God seriously. We must take him seriously. We must take his son seriously. This life is not a game. It is not a joke. It is serious warfare. And whenever you see people living their whole lives suffering from some stronghold, or from some spirit that's been resting on them because they were abused, or they were struck with some kind of horrible fear as a child, and they can never get over it or get through it, or soul tie because of something that someone did to them. It breaks my heart, because God does not want the devil he comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and he's a murderer. and he has taken out so many people just for lack of knowledge. Okay? I do not want you to not have the knowledge. This is why I do these videos. I know that someday that the Lord will use them to encourage people, to teach them. Remember, look for Bible-believing Christian teachers. I gave you two to check out. Pastor Derek Prince and Pastor Tony Evans have been great teachers for me. And the way that I knew that they were good teachers is because God had given me some experiences first. And then after listening to their sermons, it was clear what I had experienced. And that's how God really showed me that these people were they were being truthful, and they were taking God's, command to educate and teach his flock very seriously. Okay, so sorry for all the blurry images, but please, please do not let the enemy destroy you. Take God at his word, fast and pray. You can be delivered. Until next time.